Piyush, the Prime Minister clearly has underscored that this is something that has been done by us, by India as a nation, and that we won when it comes to this narrative, A, on Operation Sindoor, the necessity of Operation Sindoor, and also how this matter played out essentially in Parliament, isn't it? The Prime Minister said that the opposition raised it good. We had to discuss it because we won this.
That's right. And during the discussion, remember the Prime Minister Narendra Modi Sneha has highlighted as to how it was NDA which has been able to highlight the success of Operation Sindoor. The debate was sought by the opposition. We also know as to how the opposition political parties were asking for a special session on the Operation Sindoor. But when the discussion on Operation Sindoor took place in Parliament, it was the NDA leaders who have been able to score numbers. They have been able to highlight how this entire operation was conducted, how Pakistan was taught a lesson, how the terrorism, the Pak-sponsored terrorism has been defeated. But on the other side, the opposition is now feeling nervous. That's what the talk, the narrative was there in NDA Parliamentary Party meet. Prime Minister has also highlighted the message of Operation Sindhu, saying that these operations will continue and we will ensure that no activity of terrorism is carried out by Pakistan. Prime Minister has also spoke about the tenure of Home Minister Amit Shah, saying that he has also now surpassed the tenure of L.K. Advani. L.K. Advani used to be the longest serving Home Minister, but now Amit Shah has surpassed this, and Prime Minister hopes that Home Minister Amit Shah will carry forward this legacy and will take it forward in a positive manner. So it was a message which has now been sent out by PM Narendra Modi during this meeting. Prime Minister has also spoken about the Har Ghar Tiranga Abhiyan, and he has also requested all the MPs to take forward this message in all the constituencies. So it was a very important message which has now been sent out by PM Narendra Modi to all the parliamentarians of NDA. And after that, what we are told is that NDA is planning to celebrate the 25 years of its existence, and for that, a special program has also been organized. So,
be with us, Piyush. I'm just going to come back to you as well. Aishwarya also is with us. Aishwarya, details, please, of what the Prime Minister has said. We understand from what Piyush and Rahul Gautam have been telling us about the fact that the Prime Minister has spoken about narrative and how the government has won this one. He's spoken about how God is with him. Also about the role of the Home Minister in all of this. What are the details that you can tell us?
Well, Sneha, they are the very famous jury of the Indian politics. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the Home Minister Amit Shah been together for almost 25 years now, and we did see the Prime Minister showering praises on Home Minister and his tenure. In fact, today, Home Minister Amit Shah has become the longest serving Home Minister in our country. Prime Minister touched upon it and also said that everything that we have achieved over the past so many years with regards to the security, with regards to what we are seeing in Jammu and Kashmir, all that is because of the Home Minister, that is Amit Shah. He also spoke about the fact that Operation Sindoor was successful and said that it was the opposition that wanted a discussion, and we did do a full we did do it, and also spoke about the fact that it was the NDA leaders. They were the ones who actually spoke about what had happened. The opposition seems to be failing when it comes to the narrative. He also spoke about what needs to be done next. See, every eye now is on what the Prime Minister will be speaking on the 15th of August. So everyone is now gearing up for that. Before that, the Tiranga Yatra will also take place across the country. So you all need to gear up, and you need to make sure that the Tiranga Yatra becomes a big success. Especially, this is the Tiranga Yatra coming after Operation Sindoor.
I just want to ask you, Aishwarya, because this has got to do, and this has come right in the middle of the Parliament session, which has been pretty much of a washout. Is there any strategy? Are they going to then be reaching out to the opposition? What have they said? What is it that is being discussed as well as we speak, about how they can get the session to at least do some legislative business amid these demands of discussion on SIR, which anyway has been ruled out by this government, isn't it?
Well, there's a reason why they have ruled out the discussion on SIR, because conducting elections is not something that goes through the parliament. Time and again, government sources have told us that this is a discussion which actually cannot happen on the floor of the parliament. Who will you call to response? Will you call the election commission? Will you call those officers? They cannot come in the parliament and cannot answer your questions. So the right platform, the right place where you need to go and ask these questions is the Election Commission of India. You're asking these questions on the wrong platform. This is what the government has been saying. The government, let me tell you, Sneha, not once, but at least over the course of the next almost 2.5 weeks, has been trying to speak with the opposition leaders. In fact, the Speaker of the House, Om Birla, Speaker of the Lok Sabha, also has called the opposition parties separately, also has had a word with Priyanka Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi, wanting to make sure that the House functions. The opposition, however, today also we saw how the top leaders of the opposition, including Sonia Gandhi, since day one has been coming out and protesting, taking part in the protest against the SIR. The TMC top leaders, all of them together have been speaking about the SIR. They want SIR to be discussed. The government said that you need to directly speak with the Election Commission. Parliament is not a place where you can have this discussion.
All right, that's what the Prime Minister has said. And also, like Aishwarya mentioned, referring to what has been said by the Supreme Court as well. Be with us, Piyush. This is something that was raised by the Prime Minister as far as a rap on the knuckles from the Supreme Court on the leader of the opposition, Rahul Gandhi, raising these issues with the court, or rather in social media and public spaces concerned. The court said, you are the leader of the opposition, go and raise this in the House. The Congress, of course, has issued its own, argument, or given out its own argument and why it has raised this even outside Parliament. But the government says, and this is something that's been reiterated by Prime Minister Modi, that he has to be more responsible in what he says as the leader of the opposition.
Well, that's right. The Prime Minister has been talking about in the past also, and Prime Minister has been requesting opposition to behave in a good manner. But we have seen as to how this is the point which opposition has been raising, be it about the incursion by China or about the SIR issue. These are the two top points during the protest of opposition political parties. And we also saw how in Supreme Court, Rahul Gandhi was slammed by the top court. Though it was a sigh of relief for Rahul Gandhi, but he has also been warned by the Supreme Court not to use such words and also not to claim anything without having any kind of evidence. Yesterday, we also saw Kiren Rijiju, the Union Parliamentary Affairs Minister, who also hails from Arunachal Pradesh, said that now Rahul Gandhi should at least listen to what the Supreme Court is saying. Prime Minister in the past also multiple times has highlighted that opposition is not behaving, the manner in which it should behave, and that's what Prime Minister today also highlighted while he was speaking during the NDA Parliamentary Party meet. So after the Parliamentary Party meet, what we are now told is that the House has resumed Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. In the House also, we can expect opposition political parties to once again raise the issue of SIR, where the protest will continue on this entire matter. On the other side, the government is also going to focus on passing the bills. We're told is that in few minutes from now, Kiren Rijiju is also going to address a press conference where he is going to request the opposition political parties to let the parliament function, because in the last two weeks, no business of House has taken place. Only one bill has passed, and a discussion on Operation Sindoor has taken place. But there are multiple bills; those are still pending. Those needs to be passed, and
right.
For that, the government needs the support of opposition. So a lot of happenings are now taking place in Parliament. Any minute from now, we will be also hearing Kiren Rijiju, where he will be requesting opposition to let the Parliament function.
That's right.